Did you hear this shocking statement by Trump? He said, "I don't care about you. I just want your vote." The interaction happened at Trump's Vegas rally on Sunday, where Trump told the crowd that he did not care about them. He just needed their votes. Let's look at how the comment might hurt Trump at the polls. So come on, let's go.
By the way, isn't that breeze nice? Do you feel the breeze? Because I don't want anybody going on me. We need every voter. I don't care about you. I just want your vote.
Wow. Just wow. Trump just said to the crowd at his Vegas rally, "I don't care about you. I just need your vote." This isn't the first time Mr. Trump has shown a lack of empathy for his followers. 3 days earlier, nearly a dozen people were treated for heat-related symptoms at his Arizona town hall rally held in record-shattering heat.
I know I won't be able to get in. There's no need to worry about it. There's no space, obviously.
When I saw the crowd, I was fully expected to not get in.
And you got thousands of people outside that didn't get in, so I don't know if they're going to be so thrilled.
What people weren't happy about was the weather, as temperatures continued to climb.
And I hope we get in. It's getting hot.
Doing whatever they could to cool down.
I bought a bottle already. There were sprinklers on over there. That was really nice.
Phoenix Fire responded to several heat exhaustion calls.
Imagine going to the rally to listen to Mr. Trump fighting the crowd and surviving temperatures up to 100 and then being told by Mr. Trump, "I don't care about you," can be very disheartening. But Mr. Trump didn't just stop at saying, "I don't care about you." He turned it around and started complaining about how everyone was worried about the crowd and not him. Take a look at this clip.
Now, by the way, it's 110, but it doesn't feel it to me, right? So we'll stay out here for a little while. If anybody gets tired, you'll let me know. And if anybody goes down, if you start going down, we have people, they'll pick you up right away. They'll throw water. You know, they were so worried. Everybody was so worried yesterday about you. And they never mentioned me. I'm up here sweating like a dog. Secret Service said, we have to make sure everyone's safe. I said, what about me? Oh, we never thought of it. They don't think about me. I'm working my ass off. I'm working hard. This is hard work.
I'm up here sweating like a dog. The Secret Service said, we gotta keep everybody safe. They don't think about me. I'm working my ass off. I'm working hard. This is hard work. So apparently, it didn't sit well with Mr. Trump that the Secret Service was worried about the crowd and not him. But the temperature wasn't the only issue at Trump's rally. The teleprompters weren't working either, so Mr. Trump had to speak without the teleprompter speech. And Mr. Trump then seemed to have lost track of what he was supposed to say. He spoke about teleprompters, immigrants, batteries, and sharks, and nothing seemed to make sense. He spoke a bit against the immigrants, which has now become part of his signature speech. His anti-immigrant rhetoric is based on the Great Replacement theory being spread by some of the white extremists. Here's what he had to say about the immigrant issue. Take a look at this clip.
Crooked Joe has imported more illegal aliens into our country than at any other time in the history of our country, times maybe 50. There's never been anything like this happening to our country. They're changing the fabric of our country. They're destroying our country. They're doing things that are unthinkable. This open border, so many bad things, but this open border situation where you're allowing millions and millions of people to flood our country, we can't handle it. No country could handle it. It's not sustainable. The entire world is emptying their prisons and jails, insane asylums and mental institutions. They're emptying them out into your state, but they're emptying out into all 50 states.
So Mr. Trump says that illegal aliens are coming to America in large numbers, and they're crazy, and they're coming from mental hospitals. What Mr. Trump doesn't know is that most of the immigrants are married to US citizens, and they add value to American society. They take care of our elderly and kids, and they take care of jobs the Americans don't even want to do. So it's not right to say something like this, and Mr. Trump has repeatedly spoken about the Great Deportation. Now he's gonna send millions of immigrants back, but he has never fully disclosed his plan. Like, how would they decide which people to send back? How would they find them? Would they go door to door asking for documents? Mr. Trump has also spoken about detention camps and putting immigrants on military planes and sending them back. The story was broken by the Washington Post. Take a look at this clip.
New this morning, President Donald Trump, the former president, floating an extreme proposal on how to deal with the migrant surge if he is reelected, and it includes militarized mass deportations and migrant detention camps. That's according to the Washington Post, who broke the story. A former Trump administration official says the former president is, quote, obsessed with getting the military involved. His campaign says Trump wants to pull off the biggest deportation operation ever in American history.
And this is what Mr. Trump said about the homeless, but the idea can extend to immigrants.
Wherever possible, violators of these bans will be arrested, but they will be given the option to accept treatment and services if they're willing to be rehabilitated. Many of them don't want that, but we'll give them the option. We will then open up large parcels of inexpensive land, bring in doctors, psychiatrists, social workers, and drug rehab specialists, and create 10 cities where the homeless can be relocated and their problems identified. But we'll open up our cities again, make them livable, and make them beautiful.
So whenever I imagine Mr. Trump's idea of detention camps, it makes me think of Nazi Germany for some reason. So anyways, let's get back to Trump's Vegas rally, and Mr. Trump was also angry at the teleprompters not working. He said, I pay all this money to teleprompter people, and I'd say 20% of the time they don't work. The thing's waving around. They can't tie it a little bit tighter? So we're all in this together. Just a mess. Actually, let's take a look at this clip.
Tell them to make the microphone louder. It's terrible.
He said that Biden cannot read from a teleprompter.
The only thing that pisses me off are the teleprompters. It's so much easier. The only one that can't read a teleprompter is Joe Biden.
That's not a nice thing to say. The former president then complained about his indictment. He said, indicted, indicted, and indicted again, across the country like a ping pong ball.
He indicted me over nothing. They opened up a whole new box, and then I got indicted again and again and again. I was never indicted. In a period of this little tiny period of time, I was like a ping pong ball. Sir, they indicted you here. They indicted you in Georgia. They indicted you in New York.
He also said something about a boat and a shark. I really can't understand much of it. He said something like, it must be because of MIT, my relationship with MIT. Very smart. I say, what would happen if the boat sank from its weight and you have this tremendously powerful battery and the battery is now underwater? That's approximately 10 yards over there. By the way, a lot of shark attacks lately. Do I get electrocuted or do I jump over the shark? Take a look at this.
So I said, so there's a shark 10 yards away from the boat, 10 yards, or here. Do I get electrocuted if the boat is sinking, water goes over the battery, the boat is sinking? Do I stay on top of the boat and get electrocuted? Or do I jump over by the shark and not get electrocuted?
Wow, that was strange. Journalist Aaron Rupar posted on the clip on X, writing, Trump is now ranting about batteries and shark attacks. I dare you to try to make sense of this. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for reading. God bless America.